got bored this assembly. Why don't we try it in something interesting?
What do you mean? Give us an example.
Why don't we do something more involved? I don't know exactly what.
That is, you are right. Let's open a window towards our society and the problems of everyday life.
That's right. This is had in mind.
I'll tell you what. Why don't we ask for a meeting to get information about pollution and recycling?
But it's a neighbor's problem, not ours.
No, my dear, it's about our problem, our future.
Listen, why don't we start from the beginning? Let's see what we, students, know about the problem.
Instead of giving other and new information, it's better if we see what we are already interviewing our friends.
Avanti! Professoressa, buongiorno. Buongiorno. Possiamo fare delle domande inerenti al progetto Comenius? Sì, prego, grazie mille.
Rubbish be decided.
Rubbish can be recycled with the technique of decomposting.
Technique of decomposting.
The technique through which compost is produced that can be used as a natural fertilizer. It can be done also at home. The organic remains are mixed with the ground and deposited in a container. It's important to remix them every now and then to reduce smells.
The process carried out.
It's important to control the temperature so that the action of decomposition goes on. In fact, the temperature must be at levels sufficiently high to kill pathogenous microorganisms and seeds of investing plants, but not much high to kill the compositor organisms. The compost obtained is a good alternative to the fertilizer produced from the chemical industry.
Of recycling important.
Recycling was born in industrialized countries during the 50s to answer to economic and ecology needs. It can be considered an intelligent answer to the waste removal.
Water recycling.
With 500 cans, you can make a bike. With 15 bottles, you can make a sweater. With 13 some small steel tins, you can make a pen. With some plastic bags, you can make bathing costumes. With mixing some small coffee glasses, you can have pencil.
Used to face the problem of solid urban waste.
We follow the philosophy of the 4R, waste reduction, material reuse, material recycling and recovery.
Thanks. Per il tempo che ci hanno chiesto.
Niente, ragazzi.
Arrivederci.
Ciao, buona giornata. Avanti. Professoressa, buongiorno. Potremmo fare una serie di domande inerenti al progetto Comenius? Certamente. Grazie.
What is the atmosphere and which gases is made of?
May I? The atmosphere is a gas envelope that surrounds the Earth. It is made of oxygen, methane, CO2 and hydrogen.
That determines the atmosphere temperature.
Atmosphere temperature is determined by the spread of sun rays, greenhouse effect and warm wave speed.
What is the greenhouse effect?
Of a little part of the atmosphere due to carbon dioxide and other gases. All this determines the increase average of ground temperature between the values of 1.5 and 4.5 degrees.
The greenhouse effect represents the only consequence of the air pollution.
There are other gases made by man, called CFCs, that are responsible of the ozone layer hole, a gas that is in the atmosphere and that protects us from the sun radiation. Moreover, bioxide carbon emitted by the chemical products and by the oil derivative causes on man, land and earth illnesses, and on the environment the pollution of the ground and of the water.
So is the Earth system changing?
Certainly, human activities are the main responsible of this, but it's also true that the Earth has gone through other periods of climate changing.
There is also an interesting theorem, the Gaia theory, that says that the Earth is a sort of macroorganism that evolves, adapting itself to the different situations.
Mean that the renewable ones are clean energies?
Renewable energies have a detrimental impact, affect the human health, very expensive prices. Renewable ones instead have the advantage not to end in time, to be more clean, less expensive, naturally in a different way, depending on the type of the source.
What is meant by biomasses?
A mass made of organic substances deriving from the farms or wood, which is burned or worked to get fuel like biodiesel or bioethanol. The use of the ground floor damages carriers to the environment or to the technical quality.
What can we do to solve the problem?
Learn to spare energy and to use energy sources different by oil, even if that would mean changing our lifestyle. In fact, this is the main problem. We have to think to a sustainable development that satisfies our needs and that wouldn't compromise those of the next generations.
We balance the two things.
Change our action either at a domestic level or at public level, thinking about a development respectful and compatible with the environment, and at the same possibilities of economic growth we have had, proving the energy and economic requirements that usually diminish the growing up of this country.
The human activities responsible for it.
Cars and all cases with daily meats and all kinds of strays. In 1997, the most industrialized nation signed a protocol in Kyoto. They wanted to take care about the pollution and reduce it of the 5%, but unluckily not all the nations signed it.
Avanti!
Professore, buongiorno. Volevamo fare una serie di domande inerenti al progetto Comenius, se è possibile?
Prego, prego.
Grazie mille.
Consequences of atmosphere pollution. Consequences of air pollution are acid rain.
Are rainfall, rich of particles and gas suspended in the atmosphere. These particles rent to the CO2 to the ground by water as rain and snowfall. A rainfall, rich of particles and gas suspended in the atmosphere. These particles tend the CO2 to the ground by water as rain and snowfall.
The main components of acid rain.
Of acid rain are oxides of sulfur and nitrogen oxides. Their presence in the atmosphere is exacerbated by human activities. The fallout of these particles can occur in two ways: relapse moist dew rain snow and dry relapse ground deposition.
In case of relapse dry, the acid form tend to form until later. In practice, oxides of sulfur in contact with water are transformed into sulfuric acid and nitrogen oxides in nitric acid. The image of acid rain. Rainfall reduces the pH of rainwater, produces some damage.
Because the acidification is absorbed by leaves and indirectly by land.
Gas pollution present in the atmosphere is dissolved in rain and damages the monuments, bridges, even reinforced the concrete buildings.
It's in fact received by the particles present in the air, absorbed or reflect light.
Healthy because the living can inhale the particles directly harmful or may ingest toxic elements.
Causes of acid rain
is only one. It is the consumption of fossil fuels, coal, oil, etc. The problem of acid rain arises with the industrial revolution and since then has continued to deteriorate, especially in industrial areas.